is neither born and nor does it die. You came empty-handed, and you will leave empty-handed. Change is the law of the universe. You can be a millionaire or a pauper in an instant. A person can rise through the efforts of his own mind. He can also sink in the same manner. One who sees inaction in action and action in inaction is intelligent among men. Perform your obligatory duties because action is indeed better than inaction. The mind is restless and difficult to control, but it can be subdued through practice and detachment. Yoga is the journey of the self, through the self to the self. The soul is never born and never dies. It is eternal and indestructible. You have a right to perform your prescribed duties, but you are not entitled to the fruits of your actions. The self-controlled soul who moves among sense objects, free from either attachment or repulsion, is the one who attains peace. A person can attain pure knowledge and true wisdom only by meditating on the divine. Detachment means to have a strong desire for liberation from the cycle of birth and death. Whatever happened, happened for the good. Whatever is happening for the good. Whatever will happen will also happen for the good. The soul is God's reflection in individual bodies, one who is not disturbed by the incessant flow of desires that enter like rivers into the ocean, which is ever being filled but is always still, can alone achieve peace. The true nature of a person is not the body but the soul within. The soul is the ultimate reality and everything else is temporary and perishable. A person can become free from fear and anxiety by practicing self-control. The ultimate goal of life is to realize the self and attain union with the divine. When meditation is mastered, the mind is unwavering like the flame of a lamp in a windless place. The wise see that there is action in the midst of inaction and inaction in the midst of action. The soul is unbreakable and insoluble and can be neither burned nor dried. Renunciation is not giving up the things of the world, but accepting them as they come and using them as they are meant to be used. The supreme reality, the Brahman, is without a beginning and without an end. The soul is never tainted, it is pure and eternal. Reshape yourself through the power of your will. Lust, anger, and greed are the three gates to self-destructive hell. Even a little practice of this self-discipline will save you from dire fears and colossal sufferings. There is neither this world nor the world beyond. This truth has pierced through the heart of every human being. The soul is beyond all material possessions, and its wealth lies in its purity. To the illumined soul, death is but a continuation of life. The soul is the source of all consciousness and knowledge. The soul is the eternal witness who watches your every action. In this world there is nothing so sublime and pure as transcendental knowledge. The wise do not grieve for the living or the dead. Those who are free from anger and hatred, who are filled with love and compassion, and who are free from attachment and ego, are truly wise. Do everything you have to do, but not with greed, not with ego, not with lust, not with envy, but with love, compassion, humility, and devotion. The soul can never be cut into pieces by any weapon, nor can it be burned by fire, nor moistened by water, nor withered by the wind. Strive constantly to serve the welfare of the world. By devotion to selfless work, one attains the supreme goal of life. The soul is the friend of one who has conquered it, but the soul is also the enemy of one who has failed to conquer it. Those who find joy and peace within themselves are the true yogis. All actions are performed by the gunas, qualities of nature, but the self, deluded by ego, thinks, I am the doer. The soul is the supreme reality, and the body is temporary and perishable. A person can attain the supreme peace by realizing the oneness of all living beings. The soul is eternal and unchanging, while the body is temporary and subject to decay. The soul is the source of all happiness and bliss. Meditation is the key to unlocking the doors of the inner self. Let go of attachment to the fruits of your actions, and you will attain liberation from the cycle of birth and death.